What's going on? Hashtag Burritos Nation. It's your boy Jacob here. And today we have ourselves a special AEW World Championship unboxing video. I'm very, very excited about this, and I've been very frustrated about the long wait. And I'm going to give you the rundown of what's been going on. And it's not a fun thing. And I'm going to be a very, very honest video on this review. I'm really hoping that this belt turned out well, because I've been waiting to get an AEW World Championship belt since January 2020. So, let's see, February, March, April, May. So it's been 16 months, guys. It's been a year and 4 months. So this specific belt has been 10 months. I'm going to explain it right now. So I've had a very bad experience with getting World Championship belts. You guys can skip a few minutes in the video if you don't want to hear my experience, but I'm going to give you an honest review. This is a belt from a company called Mian belts. First, I'm going to be talking to you about mock belts. Mock belts, MOC belts, some of you may have heard of them. I'm just telling you right now, don't buy from them. I'm just saying. And it's not just me, there's been a lot of people in belt groups that have said just do not buy from them. It's terrible, terrible communication. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Service to their customers. Customer service, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Mock belts, MOC belts, terrible customer service. I went from January 2020 to June 2020 with them constantly being habitual liars. And the guy's name is Fahad Ahmed, and he's just constantly lying to me about when my belt's going to be coming. First they said 4 weeks, and they said, oh, we're going to upgrade your belt, and it's going to be in another month, so 8 weeks. And then all of a sudden it was 3 months, and it was 4 months, and it was 5 months. And they said, oh, we're going to give you 8 nameplates instead of 1 nameplate. I was like, okay, oh, cool. And then all of a sudden it got to 4 months and 5 months. Finally got to 6 months, and I said, okay. Because I at some point, you stop being as nice, and you're like, dude, I need you to give me my belt. You've been lying to me over and over about this. And then there'd be times where you go days without answering me. And it's just very, very frustrating. And after 6 months, and then he finally said, okay, I shipped your belt. And then, so I asked a couple days ago, hey, by the way, can I have some tracking? He said, oh, never mind, I couldn't ship your belt. I didn't want to ship your belt yet because it's not ready. I'm like, you just showed me pictures. He showed me pictures of the belt, and that was perfectly done. And apparently he sent a picture that he sends to a lot of different people, and it was a complete lie, and it wasn't my belt, and it wasn't their belt. He just sent the same picture to like hundreds of different people, and just completely lying, and it was very, very frustrating. I've been holding this in for a while, because obviously that was way long ago. That was January 2020 to June 2020, is around a 6 month thing where, and I finally, after asking over and over again, and basically telling him to put them on blast, which I guess I'm technically putting them on blast right now, MOC belts, mock belts, I finally got a refund from them. Luckily I did PayPal, and they gave me the refund after I asked them like 50 times. So finally got that off my chest. All right, now this is Mian belts. This, to finally get to me, took 10 months. So 6 plus 10, 6 from mock belts, and 10 months from Mian belts. Obviously I had the refund after waiting 6 months and absolutely gained nothing from mock belts after 6 months. I got the belt here. Hopefully it turns out well. I'm going to give you an honest review of this belt from Mian belts. M-I-A-N, Mian belts. So the story behind this: Eddie Williams is what they call, he's a middleman that lives in America for Mian Mudassar, or Mian Mudassar. It's M-U-D-A-S-S-A-R, Mudassar. Eddie is the middleman because apparently Mian struggles some with communicating with his customers, so customer service. So he has a nice guy named Eddie Williams, who didn't ask for money at first at all, and just helped him with the customer service and talking to people. So you would pay Eddie the money for the belt, and then he would tell Mian to make the belt. So I didn't get any updates really on the belt, and then Eddie would be nice though and say, oh, Mian, he doesn't really give updates, but you'll get your belt eventually and all that. So after 10 months, something crazy happened where there was a fallout. There was a fallout between Eddie Williams and Mian Mudassar, where they completely broke off from one another. So of course myself and hundreds of other people buying belts are like, dude, how are we going to get our belts now? We paid Eddie. And then, so did he give you the money? And then Mian Mudassar, he claimed that Eddie never gave him the money. And then Eddie would show me pictures of screenshots of that, sent him tons of money at a time, and then obviously I didn't see my exact amount sent to him, so I don't know. It's hard to tell who to believe here, and Eddie is always seemed to be a very nice and genuine guy, though, I'll be honest there. So I've leaned towards believing Eddie. On the other hand, Mian, as soon as Eddie left, he finally got on his stuff and he finally decided to start sending out belts and working hard and actually doing his own customer service. So I'll give him that. Mian has seemed to be somewhat sketchy in the past, but he's finally starting to get belts out. As soon as the thing happened and his reputation was going down as being a bad belt maker, not necessarily in quality, but just in customer service, and some people, including myself, were scared that we were not going to be getting the belt. Like I told him, and he kept saying, "Oh, bro, I'm sorry. This is not you. I did not get any money from Eddie for your belt, so I can't give you your belt." So I got really mad. I showed him my YouTube channel. Again, it's probably not that nice to threaten with putting people on blast with my YouTube channel, but can you blame me though for saying that I'm going to be saying how my experience is with belt collector? You can't really blame me, right? I think there's a lot of people who do belt reviews and tell their reviews of the experience that they had. Obviously, if you haven't figured it out yet, this is a maker from overseas in Pakistan. So Mian Mudassar, after I told him over and over, I need you to give me my belt. I paid my money, my X amount, which is very expensive, by the way. I'm not going to give away the exact amount. You can go ask them if you really want to do business with them. I'm not saying whether you should or should not do business with them. I'm saying my experience right now. So I know Eddie Williams, he is now doing work with with different belt makers now, and he's just said he absolutely wants nothing to do with Mian Mudassar. He says he's a POS, basically, like that, and all these different things, and just it was crazy, and there is a lot of belt drama, and so now you know sometimes the drama's in the world. If you want a belt with no drama, for sure, here's one of mine from Mian Ahmed from ELT Championship belts. My Intercontinental. I know you guys have seen my IWGP US, my IWGP Heavyweight. Those 3 belts are made by Mian Ahmed, and this experience I've had makes me think I should just do Mian Ahmed from now on. Because Mian Ahmed from ELT Championship belts, you'll have no problems with him, and he's fantastic, and he communicates with you by himself. Alright, anyways, did I leave anything out? So basically, I kept telling him, I need you to give me my belt. I paid my money. And then he would show me things like, oh, here's your name, Jacob, and it would say Jacob something else that wasn't even my last name. And it's like, and everything was just crazy. I think it helped that I had a YouTube channel with 6,000, so he was like, oh, I got to get this guy his belt so he doesn't, like, ruin my reputation. So basically, he finally got me my belt. I don't know if he actually lied or not about getting the money or not, but he claimed a lot of times that he wouldn't get the money. So all of a sudden, I know we're on some posts on the Facebook page, Mian Belts. He started saying that, all right, I'm just going to not worry about money right now, guys. And after he was saying that, apparently Eddie owed him like 60,000, which kept getting higher. He would say, oh, he owes me 20,000, he owes me 40,000, he owes me 60,000. And just craziness. I'm talking for 10 minutes. I apologize, guys, but yeah, you know, it's craziness. All right, we're going to get into this. And finally, he decided to just tell people he was going to send belts to people so his reputation wasn't ruined. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can necessarily tell you guys not to buy from Mian Belts, but I'm just saying it's your choice, and that is my crazy experience. Definitely do not buy from Mock Belts, like I said in the beginning. That's what I'm saying. But Mian Belts, I don't know for sure. But I'm just saying, I don't know if I'd recommend it or not. I'm not sure. I may buy from him again someday, but I don't know. We'll have to see how things go for the future for him in the next few months, over a year or so, if he has any more sketchiness going on. But yeah, it was a crazy thing. It was like when a divorce happens between my mom and a dad. We had the belt maker that had been doing all the communication, all of a sudden is off. Sorry, not the belt maker, the middleman Eddie was doing all the communication. All of a sudden he wasn't part of it anymore, and then Mian, all of a sudden now he has to talk to everyone. So yeah, when he wouldn't talk to anyone at all before. All right, anyways, moving on. Now we're gonna get to the quality. Hopefully the quality is a lot better experience than this. Anyways, I'm super excited for this belt. It should be an AEW belt with Australian crystals. I should be getting also a Chris Jericho nameplate as well as a Kenny Omega nameplate. Alright, so for the bad experience I had with the customer service, hopefully, woo baby, this is looking pretty cool here. Hopefully the experience of the belt is going to be awesome. Alright, AEW World Championship right here. Alright, baby. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this up from the back. I'll tell you this. Extremely well packaged. Him and his brothers, Mian belts, they packaged it extremely well. So there's a positive. Alright. So if Mian is watching this, you did get a positive there. So yeah. So we have a positive, so definitely a positive experience with the bubble wrap and the taping to keep the belt safe. Hopefully the belt comes out looking great, at least close to perfect, and just absolutely beautiful as possible, because I'm extremely excited. And like I've been saying, I've been waiting 16 months for an AEW World Championship, and this is one of my favorite belts in the world. Alright guys, so I finally got it unpackaged, and I'm really excited to show you guys this belt right now. I have not gotten a good look at it yet. I'm going to let you guys look at it first. Here we go. The moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Boom! The AEW World Championship, according to Mian belts, is supposedly it has Australian crystals. Australian crystals. Very, very cool, which are apparently close to like cubic zirconias. So yeah, not necessarily Swarovskis, but cubic zirconias. Alright, I'm going to get a good look myself because I haven't gotten a look at it much. Alright, here we go. AEW World Championship. Wow. So, first look at it, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful belt. It's not perfect, but it is definitely a beautiful belt. I'll look at it close here to make sure, see if there's any other special imperfections I see. Looks like it's got all of the stones from a quick glance here, which is good. Not missing any stones. Looks like we got different continents on the side plates, which is always good. And we got the cool AEW print. Okay, cool. Alright, so the AEW World Championship right here. Definitely a big belt over their shoulder. If I had to guess, this probably weighs 10, 11 pounds. I think it's just over my IWGP US and IWGP Intercontinental, but it's definitely nowhere near my IWGP Heavyweight belt. Alright, so first look at this. Alright, and then here is the backing. Some backing to cover the screws. I'll be honest from the very start. This is nowhere near Mian Ahmed ELT Championship belts leather. It's a little disappointing, but it's not terrible. It's definitely way better than WWE Shop's leather, though. Alright, so let's go and get into this in detail here. Alright, guys, so the moment of truth here, we have the AEW World Championship with Australian crystals, the Chris Jericho, and there should be a Kenny Omega nameplate in here somewhere. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, so it should be in here. Kenny Omega nameplate. I'll take that out probably in a second. Alright, so obviously the first ever world champion we had was Chris Jericho himself. We got Chris Jericho, and then Jon Moxley was the second ever AEW world champion, and the third and current AEW world champion and Impact Wrestling world champion and TNA heavyweight champion and Lucha Libre AAA mega champion, Kenny Omega. Alright? The belt collector himself. Alright, so we're going to get into this right here. We're going to start with the leather over here. We have kind of a cool little carved in AEW. Got AEW along the strap like the other ones. So I'm going to be honest right now, the leather is not anywhere near a Mian Ahmed. So Mian Ahmed leather it's just so much better. It's like leaps and beyonds better. This leather is kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a waxy like thing to it. It's definitely, and I feel like for the heavy plates, the leather should be maybe a little thicker. I don't know, and it's just not that floppy. So definitely, I would say the leather gets probably, I'd probably say maybe like a 6 out of 10. All right, so we got the AEW there. We got these side plates. Side plates. I really like the side plates, the design of the AEW World Championship. By the way, I did find out that Eddie, the guy who was formerly the middleman, he's the one that got the design for the plates. So props to Eddie for that. I really like the design of the side plates and all the plates here because it's kind of like a big puzzle piece. It's a big puzzle. So you see it lines up here, which is really cool. So you see the shine here from the crystals. Really cool. I just really like that. We got the AEW. I'm glad that he, hopefully you can see that. You get the kind of like scratchiness of it, like the real logo. I don't know how to explain it, but you know the little black pieces in it. I'm trying to explain. I think you know what I mean. The little black like scratches, that's like the real logo. I like that. Alright, so we got the crystals, a bunch of different crystals. It's carved in. Obviously, this is stacked as well, which is definitely what you want. You want it to be realistic, like the stacked championship belt that it is. We got different globes of the different continents here. And here as well. I apologize for my potato camera. There's the other side plate, just mirroring the other one. You got the huge main plate, which is awesome. I almost feel like this belt should be a little bigger, but maybe I'm just wasn't the best mood when it took so long to get here and all that. Bad communication. But I think it's still a decent size. I wonder, compared to my heavyweight. I don't want to drop this on it, though. Maybe it's around the same size. I think the heavyweight's a little bigger. But yes, the big AEW plate here. So you can see stacked on stacked. On stacked, I believe triple layer. Yes, it is triple layer. We got 1 right here, 2 down here, and then 3 for the champion. And this right here with all these stones, as well as the logo right here. So I already noticed missing a couple stones right here, but it's kind of ones where they're not full circles, just how it was made. But definitely it's still very good overall. Again, on this side we have the AEW. It's a scratch right here. So again, he definitely needs to up his game when it comes to leather. The leather is not the best. I might have been nice when I said 6 out of 10. But yeah. Alright, so look at the back of it. I do appreciate that the screws are covered though. Yeah, it's kind of stiff. You definitely don't want it to be too floppy though to hold heavy plates, but it's just you definitely want some floppiness to it. Maybe if I just work it in some, like if I fold it some, might start to feel a little more floppier after time, but yeah. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not the best either. Montana Med definitely is still the best maker that I've ever seen. So with my IWGP Heavyweight, IWGP Intercontinental, IWGP US. So I'm going to definitely be posting this in the Mian Belts page as well as other reviews pages. I don't know if mine will even let me keep this on there with some of the the critiques I've had, but definitely the plates overall are really good looking. I'll say that. The plates are really good looking. I really love this. We got the world right here. Got champion Chris Jericho. Then got a little thing right here so we can screw in another nameplate if we want to. Alright guys, so I got the Kenny Omega nameplate right here. Very unfortunate, as you can see there's a lot of scratches on the front as well on the back. The back doesn't really matter as much, but the front is very scratched up. But I still decided to put it on the belt, and then what's really unfortunate is that the holes did not match up. I could not screw it in. So that was really depressing and frustrating. So I can't put the Kenny Omega nameplate on that. So it's another negative thing about this belt. It's probably the most negative review I've ever done on the belt. But definitely, I still really like the belt. So I'm just going to stick with the Chris Jericho nameplate. Maybe I'll message Mian to see if I can get another one, but I don't know. But anyways, overall, I'd say I give this belt, when it comes to just the quality of the belt, and not including all the terrible customer service that went on. But, I mean, there was decent customer service from Eddie. Eddie was nice. It's just he wasn't able to get any updates from Mian. But when it comes to the belt overall, beautiful plates. Here is the belt around the waist. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool around the waist. It did take me a while to get the snaps on. The snaps are not perfectly in place of where they should be. But yeah, I still think it's a cool belt overall. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's probably about like a 7 out of 10. Did notice, where was it? I'll take off the belt now. So yeah, hopefully I'm not breaking it. Shouldn't break on the first day at least, I don't think. So I'm going to carefully take that off. Okay, cool, I didn't break anything. I'm glad that it's durable like that. Alright, so unfortunately, over here, I think it is, yeah. This plate. Kind of hard to see. There's some like type of like tarnish or like some brownness around right here and over here, so that's unfortunate. So the paint's messed up there as well. So yeah, not the perfect belt, but not horrible either. The customer service was bad, but you know what you can do. All right, but the belt overall is pretty decent, pretty good looking. The AEW World Championship could do with some better leather, but the plates are really good looking. As you can see, the stackedness of it, triple stacked, which I really enjoy. So yep, so there we go, guys. There's my long, super duper long AEW World Championship review video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I seemed like a Debbie Downer a lot of the video, but I wanted to give an honest review for people to see if they should go with Mian belts or not. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you if you should or shouldn't. But yeah, it's definitely not a definite yes. But yeah, but still, pretty cool looking belt. It's not bad. Alright, so there we go, the AEW World Championship. Alright guys, so I know that I had a lot of negatives when it came to the customer service for Mian belts, but I definitely don't want to take away from the fact that it is, in fact, a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous belt. And I wanted to bring out in the sun here. Hopefully this shows up well. It's kind of dark there, but you can see all the shininess of it right there. The Australian crystals. Absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous championship belt. It's just beautiful. The waist. It's a beautiful championship belt. Yep. I just love the shape of it. Just the design with the kind of like it's like a puzzle, a big puzzle piece. You could hold it however which way you want. It just looks beautiful either way. Beautiful, beautiful belt. Back on over the shoulder. So yep. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know that I did. Anyways, love you guys so much. I'll see all of you burrito lovers later. We don't want no ham and cheese. We just want burritos, please, and AEW. I also, by the way, for the end of this video, I did just see that AEW is moving to TBS station starting in 2022, and a huge announcement where the new show is going to be starting August 13th, I believe, AEW Rampage. So we're going to have AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage, and it's just a beautiful time to finally have this championship belt in my collection. I love you guys. See ya.